This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
What are the trends and activities of the people here in the metro?
Find out about these hobbies and more right here on Hobby Life.
I'm your host, Trisha Polinario, together with my co-host, Bernadette Ascaraga. And joining us today is Jan Felizar, also known as Yokal online.
So where did the name Yokal come from?
Well, it's a combination of Yo Kalbo since I was semi-kalbo back in my high school
Okay.
life. But it kind of stuck because I started naming my favorite video game characters in Pokemon as Yokal, and it kind
Oh.
of stuck with me.
So actually, one of the most popular hobbies today is toy collecting, right?
Yes.
So I actually approached you to talk about your toy collection, but then I also found out you're an artist. So one of your toy collections that, as you can see here, is actually My Little Pony.
And it is a very popular franchise right now. Very popular. I am a fan as well. So looking at this collection puts me to shame as a fan itself.
So how did you get hooked into the show?
Well, back 2010 when the show set out, I was a student back then, and usually students that are bored doing their homework tend to do the one thing that they can do, which is surf the internet. So while I was looking at digital painting tutorials and a few gaming videos, I kind of noticed that there were a lot of My Little Pony thumbnails, and back then YouTube had the most watched system
Right.
instead of the recommended system.
Yeah.
So there came a time day after day that almost everything in the YouTube main page is My Little Pony. And it's not only that, I felt angered as the forums and image boards that I visit, they tend to reference My Little Pony.
Right.
So
So
there,
you didn't start out loving the show.
I didn't
He
start out on
actually
the
he
show.
actually had no idea about it at first.
Oh, I was quite biased since I had a big sister who collected the old My Little Pony, and I thought to myself, this show is a girl show. So
Yeah,
Especially the
that's-
first few
And
seasons.
especially right now since it's classified as a children's
Children's
show.
So, to my surprise, when I watched it, I said, enough's enough. I'm gonna see what's what and make a judgment call. And I promised myself 4 episodes only
Of the first season.
of the first season.
The first
And before I knew it, I caught up to episode 9, I think, and I'm hooked.
That's where it begins, everyone. That's where getting hooked begins and becoming a fan begins.
That's why I always give a show at least 4 episodes.
Before saying that you hate it.
Yeah, that's true. So, what are the types of merchandise that are available for My Little Pony? Like, I notice you have a spread out here. So, can you like explain?
That's actually a lot. I didn't
Yeah.
think there were a lot. I only saw toys in the local toy stores and toy chains.
Oh no! What people commonly think to My Little Pony merch would be just their brushable toys, but I've soon discovered that they went into a lot of things. For instance, that they started now creating trading card games out of it.
Yeah.
They also went into their sprawl of comics. They created now plushies. They've also teamed up with one of the famous toy brands, Funko.
Yeah, Funko Pops.
yeah.
Well, as you can see right here, they actually started off with these two My Little
So,
Pony
these are actually
series.
your first merchandise for My
Yes,
Little Pony?
they are indeed, in fact, and I had to
And
have them shipped actually.
And in fact, not all of them are available on shelves here in the Philippines, aren't
Yes, the closest thing you can find to these rare things is searching through places like Green Hills or having viewed auction sites.
How about these? What are these here?
Well, this is just a plain old lunchbox with very nice decoration.
Yes, it has very nice art. Actually.
Princess Luna, right?
Yes, Princess
And
Leia.
and in the back, it's actually her alter ego,
Prince Nightmare
which
Moon.
is Nightmare Moon. Everyone.
Which actually, it's one of my favorite characters. Though I bought this because I also discovered that things like these are.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
think-
is
Yeah,
This is
actually.
actually, Nightmare Moon over here.
And then there's
Over
a
here,
Princess Leia at the
and
This is Princess Luna. Yeah.
so they are. This is actually one character in the whole series.
Yes.
So from bad Nightmare Moon turned to good Princess Luna. This is them, her, everyone.
This is
Though personally, I go for Nightmare Moon. I bought that also since I discovered that they also have merch tie-ins. For example, these lunch boxes, they're basic lunch boxes, but they also tie in with the card game since you can only get limited edition cards when
With the lunch
with the
box.
lunch
The
box.
lunchbox,
There were
yeah.
also tie-ins with their dog tags, which also feature special
your
edition
dog tags right here.
special edition
Those are
cards.
official, right?
Yes, they're all official.
Wow.
And not so official would be these somewhat show accurate ones. These things are only limited to the McDonald's My Little Pony.
Oh,
Happy
they
Happy
actually
Meal toys.
they actually also had Equestria Girls toys the other time,
Yes.
right? I couldn't collect them all, sadly.
Neither.
So the upcoming ones actually is the posable Equestria Girls, ones that would put the Figma and the Nendoroid ones to shame, and the more recent and well-detailed statues, which are their Guardians of Harmony set. It actually features a 1/8 scale Nightmare Moon
Oh, that
and
is really
Princess
cool.
Celestia, who are
That
very
is really cool. For the information of everyone, Equestria Girls is another sub-franchise of My Little Pony, which actually features our favorite characters in their humanoid forms. So you see a human Twilight Sparkle, a humanized Pinkie Pie, and the rest of the main six, as well as new characters. In example, Sunset Shimmer, right?
of course,
Yeah.
and Flash Sentry, of course.
Yeah, actually.
So, did you bring your favorite toy or merchandise, MLP merchandise with you?
I would have, but I couldn't transport here because that would be the huge Pinkie Pie.
Oh my gosh. I would have wanted to see that.
The
But
blush.
would you say that that is your favorite collection piece, collection item?
No, my favorite one is the limited edition Nightmare Moon brushable. But that
Wow,
one I
wow.
couldn't bring because some of my collection are like some hobbyists. They tend to keep them in box.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So mine goes in a very big box, and just for me to remove one, I have to open them all.
Oh, wow.
So, why, like, you're a brony, so how come a lot of people enjoy MLP? It's not anymore a children's story, a children's cartoon, but it evolved into a cartoon made for adults.
Yeah,
or-
actually,
yeah.
we've pretty much read that MLP from a children's show, escalated its audience to,
Adults.
adults basically.
both male and female.
Well, a little background to it. How it came to be was the Hasbro tended to target their toy lines. For example, Hasbro has their Transformers toy lines that
Yeah.
is
Yeah, they
meant
do.
for boys. Then you have your My Little Pony toy lines that are meant for girls. But as of late, their toy sales declined. So then they had to hire someone who had experience in attracting a lot of attention, especially little girls. So then they hired somewhat known artist by the name of Lauren Faust.
Oh, which is the one writing the MLP books right now, illustrating them, or correct me if I'm wrong.
No, she is, to those who don't know, Lauren Faust is the mother of Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And she, along with her husband Craig Wickraken, who also worked on Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack, they both worked on MLP. So this attracted those who watched the Powerpuff Girls days or the Dexter's Lab days, and the Samurai Jack days, this show that they created is less girly, less for the 4-year-old to 21-year-old female, to a more general audience.
Less for the original audience that they wanted in the first place.
There is also a huge transition with the styles from the original generation.
Yeah, if you compare it with the first generation ponies and look at them now, it's more colorful, more bright. What can you say about that?
Yeah, the changes MLP went.
Well, how the characters were designed, it's Lauren Faust's signature actually. Make it more simple, make them more fluid. Compared to the other generations, let's say generation 1 and 2, it's more of the curls, more of the hearts, more of the girlish things. Then some people would skip over generation 3, but then you have generation 4, which simple, like their previous shows, but yet mature.
That's actually pretty interesting, like how it moved from a children's, a little girls to bronies already.
Yeah, bronies,
Bronies
which
and
are
Pega
the
sisters.
male fans of My Little Pony. And if you're a female fan, then you can call yourself a Pega sister, which is what me and Tasha are right now.
Yeah, that's actually why I wanted to feature My Little Pony on one of our episodes in Hobby Life. So right now we ran out of time, but we'll be coming back to discuss more about My Little Pony, about their fans, and about their merchandise right here on Hobby Life.
Don't change that channel.